To the US now, where President Donald Trump has called on the Democrat-led House of Representatives to pass his administration's trade deal with its neighbours north and south of the border. The so-called US-Mexico-Canada agreement was drafted last year and is waiting for congressional approval. If passed, the deal would replace the North American Free Trade Agreement. That went into effect in 1994 and currently covers $1.25 trillion in trade each year. Trump has blamed the decades-old pact for job losses in America's manufacturing sector and says his version would lead to a revival. House Democrats argued Trump's terms would still leave US workers vulnerable to outsourcing. Speaking at the White House, the president accused House Speaker Nancy Pelosi of politicizing negotiations.
We have to get Usmca signed. Nancy Pelosi can't get it off her desk. Just can't do it. The Democrats want to have it, the unions want it, the farmers want it, the manufacturers want it. I think the woman is grossly incompetent. And we're having a problem because Mexico and Canada are calling, saying, what's going on? And it's sitting on her desk. She doesn't need Democrats, because the Democrats are going to vote for it. All she has to do is put it up for a vote. She's said for months now, oh, well, no, she likes it, she wants it, she likes it, she wants it. The woman is grossly incompetent.
Well, US Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer is hosting Canadian and Mexican officials in Washington this week to discuss the USMCA. The Canadian delegation is led by Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland, while at the head of the Mexican team is Deputy Foreign Minister for North America, Seade. Our correspondent Kate Fisher is following that meeting and sent us this report.
Well, Congress may have started its holiday already, but here at the USTR, they are working right up to that Thanksgiving deadline tomorrow. A sign, perhaps, that negotiations are finally reaching their final stages. One of the holdups has been the negotiations between the US Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer and 9 House Democrats. The sticking points over environmental laws, labour laws, drug pricing, and how they will enforce this legislation once they have agreed upon it. Well, those negotiations perhaps are moving forward, which is why this meeting is taking place today. The understanding is that the Canadians will agree to all of this. The problem seems to be with the Mexicans, who are concerned about changes to their labour laws, suggesting that it infringes upon their sovereignty. The US very keen to increase wages in Mexico. Currently they stand at 1/5 of the average US wage, and there's concern from American companies that they are losing business to Mexico because of that cheaper labour force. Well, all the signs from Nancy Pelosi, the leader of the House Democrats and Speaker of the House over the weekend, are that she believes a deal is in sight. She wants to, though, have a written report from this meeting that she can then review before the House Democrats finally give their go-ahead to Robert Lighthizer, the US Trade Representative, and then this legislation can go back to Canada, Mexico and US and potentially be signed into law into all of those countries.